Koholo Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. The name of this lesson is Obsess, Occupied with Prophecy. Obsess, occupied with prophecy. Hashtag MOTB, hashtag WW3, hashtag salvation. Okay? You know, as of late, I'm actually a little late with this, but nonetheless, it was on my mind to bring, put my spiritual 2 cents into this, man, along with scriptures to back them up, right? Or vice versa. As of late, you have this comment that was left on one of the apostles' comment board of a man by the name of Absalom, if I'm not mistaken, who basically is scoffing at the fact that starting with our apostles in GMS on down to even our camp, who we are the fruits of GMS, and particularly our elders here in Boston, GMS Boston. Okay, and being that we're one body, we speak the same things as the scriptures say to do so. Okay, and you have this man scoffing basically, which in a way is even satanic, right? Because that's contrary to the Lord, adverse to the Lord, man. The things that he said, commanded for us to do, which was to feed the elect, especially knowing that Yasha'Allah as a whole is hard-headed, man, and has a short attention span. And the devil uses wiles, right? His snares and his nets and his traps, right? To ensnare our people, right? To trap our people, right? Using witchcraft, man, by the means of his media, right? To make something seem as if it's needed, right? When it's against the word of the Lord, right? When the Lord is speaking against it, when there's laws and commandments that are against particular thing that this devil panders the world on top of that, the whole planet with, okay? And the MOTB is one of those things, man, and it's an important prophecy. So for this man to scoff at that, in a way, it almost seems like it could have just been a stupid comment that a Jake made, instead of just keeping it to himself, as the elder Yashawamba made a great point, that not everything that you think of, you have to put on wax. In other words, not everything you think about has to be put in a comment, and he said, you should pray on that, as we all did when we first came into this, and we knew that, and we understood that praying to the Lord brings clarity, right? The Lord is able to help you receive it, and receive whatever it is you're hearing, or whatever it is you're doubting, whatever it is that's on your mind. And so if you have particular men that are speaking about the MO to the TB, right, and other things thereof, right, so it should behoove you to consider, by praying to the Lord and asking the Lord to let you understand why it's so important, right? Or why do these men find it so important to be pushing out constantly? Because as watchers, we are watching in news to prophesy about things to come, man. You know, the MO to the TB being one of them, man. Okay, it's a very important prophecy, man, because soon after the MO to the TB, as Apostle Tahar said, this thing could have a domino effect where it's one thing after another, and it leads to war. All right, that third woe that the scriptures speak about in the book of Revelations, and hints at in other places. Okay, and these things are going to happen, and if you have a nation that it's God, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, openly admits that its people, his people are hard-headed, okay? And I don't mean to laugh in a disrespectful manner. People are hard-headed, man. We are hard-headed people, okay? Even in this truth, you kind of, you have to pray that hard head off, man. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, most of the time the Lord, you know, opens up the eyes and clarifies or amplifies the receptors, man, of the men and few women that He chooses for to receive this truth, man, and understand it from every standpoint. But the fact that he openly tells us in the scriptures that our people are hard-headed, sottish, right? Comparing us to two simple animals, the ox and the donkey, you know, should tell you that it's very true, man. You know, and that we have to be constantly reminding our people about what's to come, and how the devil will use his enchantments, right, against our people. And the scriptures say that no enchantment is going to be basically overtaken Israel. But in reality, that's speaking more so of the elect, okay? The wise virgins that are taking up all this oil, which goes into the understanding, all right, of these scriptures. Whereas you will have the unwise virgins who, you know, who know about this truth, because they're you know, they're of the house of the Lord, meaning they know that they're Israelites. They know a lot of these truth, but they won't take up all the necessary absorption of the oil, which goes into, again, this understanding these scriptures, prophecy, and, you know, basically that will work against them in the latter end, man, because 2/3 of our people are as the wicked themselves, man. I mean, there's no saving them. They're predestinated to basically be cut off in this side, man. So obviously the MOTB warning wouldn't only be for the fact that 2/3 wouldn't have a cloak because they were warned, right? So the Lord is justified in all his actions, but also, you know, the warning is for the elect, okay? To wake up the elect, because the elect will hear this, and some things will like this person, Absalom, will be scoffing at it, but sooner or later the Lord will either let him receive what's being said about the MO to the TB and other prophecies, or he'll just give him up to those things, right? In other words, that man may be taking the MOTB because he just didn't have enough discernment to know that that was against the Lord, and in the scriptures, against scriptures, making a cutting into your flesh, which that's exactly what how you will receive the MOTB, man. It has to be put inside of you. Ironically enough, as the scripture says that the Lord in the second covenant will do with the laws to his people, right? But this man Esau is carnal. The Lord is spiritual. All right? The Lord is not going to do any type of cutting. Once we receive these new bodies, the laws will be in our inward parts. Right? But this man wants to be like the Most High. And you just have to have the eye salve to see those things, man. All right? So without further ado, I don't want to make this longer than what I've already been, harping on. I just have a few scriptures. The first one being 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 37. It says, I'll start at 37. It says, if any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge, right? And this man, Absalom, I would imagine, if he's not set up, that man is spiritual at the very least, right? Because our people have the zeal, but not according to knowledge. And when they hear this truth is spiritual. So some things people may believe in, other things people wouldn't really take heed to. But it says, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are commandments of the Lord. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. If you don't want to know about the MOTB when brothers is putting you on, then hey, let you be ignorant, right? Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy. And one of the main prophecies, is that mark of the beast, man. And forbid not to speak with tongues in different languages. The next scripture I want to bring out is Sirach 39, verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, right? The scripture says in the book of John, that 1 John, I believe, is that, the love of the Lord is to keep his commandments, basically. To do what he says, obey. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied, which occupied goes into obsessed, okay? And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient. All right? And what were the ancient men seeking? To be occupied in prophecies, man. They were occupied in receiving prophecy, man. The prophets was occupied in prophesying of it. All right? This is the book of John, chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth in me, right, Yahushua, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So the things that these men are bringing out, whether it be the mark of the beast, whether it be World War III, whether it be any other prophecy, any other warnings, any other edification, because the MOTB is not the only thing that brothers be harping on. You might see that a lot around of the GMS brothers, starting with the apostles on down, but they also make a lot of exhortations, lessons, okay, and edifying lessons and other things, and you're able to connect dots, man, in your mind, have these little epiphanies, these little moments of clarity and understanding of the scriptures. But you block it when you're scoffing, because that's exactly what he's doing, is scoffing against the men of the Lord that are bringing out the warning that the Lord is putting out through his men, and the scriptures say to start in his house first, to start in the Lord's house first, when it comes to destroying, the angels giving charge to destroy 2/3 of our people, but starting with the people that know that they're Israelites, man, because 2/3 are in limbo. They don't even want to consider that they're Israelites and other things. But it's speaking on the people that know that they are part of Yashala, that they are Yashala, all right? And our people that are in the house of Israel, right? That know that they're those people. A lot of those people are going off, right? A lot of them are obsessed with women and false doctrine, being in this truth, as this man Absalom might be, and from what I understand, he doesn't have any type of lessons, works, recorded and put in on YouTube, to warn his people. But he has time to go on to the apostles, man, okay, and comment board and scoff at them. That's crazy to me, man. But this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 1. It says, ye shall make you no idols. All right, women could become an idol. Things that you do first thing in the morning, instead of giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and you're up in cryptocurrency and stocks and this, that, and the bullshit. Whatever business you got going, whatever work you're employed to, you do that first without ever acknowledging and praising the Lord, reverencing the Lord first. But you're all about that. Anything contrary to anything, either than the Lord, praising the Lord, that's your idol, man. Money, women, your mom, all these different things. So it says, ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am Yahweh your power. Okay, I am Yahweh your power, man. We're not to be occupied in anything else, idolizing anything else but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, okay, Wa Yahushai Hamashiach, and be warning the people, our people, man. Whether they hear or forbear or scoff as this clown has done, we're still going to be putting these warnings out because they're commandments of the Lord, man. Shalom.